Hello everyone, and welcome to Linux Forensics here at Pen Tester Academy. In this video, we're going to look at how you can use some hash databases in order to easily identify known bad files. Now, the first thing I should say is that these hash databases tend to be mostly directed at Windows systems because, after all, that's where all the malware lives. However, there are some instances of Linux malware that are also in these databases. So the first one we want to look at is the malware hash repository, or MHR, which is maintained in a couple of different places. Now, the easiest way to use this particular database is to get an MD5 checksum for one of your suspicious files and pass it in to the Whois service. So the Whois service is normally used in order to look up a domain and figure out who owns it, etc. But there are several people that have used it for other purposes as well. So let's have a look here at our bin directory. If we look, for example, at our Xingxi files, I can start with my bind shell. And the syntax is pretty simple. First, I need an MD5 sum. So if I just type MD5 sum, I can get the actual checksum. Simple enough. Now, I can either cut and paste that checksum into my Whois command. So I could do it manually, kind of like this. I could say whois-h hash.cymru.com. And then I could give it my hash, like so. And you will see that if it doesn't have any information, it will give you the hash back. It will also give you a Unix timestamp for when it last saw this file. So it says no data. Now, if I wanted to code this timestamp, this guy right here, that's pretty easy to do. I can just type date-d at, and then that number. And it tells me that this was last seen on Monday, August 17th at 4 p.m. 01 Eastern Daylight Time. In other words, last time I ran this command, it's the last time that it was seen, but it doesn't know anything about this file. Great. So, that's all well and good, being able to run this against a single file, but what if I want to run this against multiple files? Now I'm starting to think I might want something kind of like a script. So what I can do is I can execute an MD5 sum command. So we'll do this in parts. We say MD5 sum star, and this is what I get as my output. What I would really like is this command that's going to take my checksum. So how can I do that? Well, I will take this command and I will pipe that to awk, and my awk command will be, please print out the following. So I have to put in single quotes my awk command, and my awk command will be print this string, whois-h cymru.com. I should probably put in the hash first. I'm going to print this $1, the first argument from the MD5 command, and then a closing bracket, and this. So we'll just check this out real quick, and it prints out the command correctly. Now that we've verified that that is working, let's go ahead and pipe this to bash. And we can see that we're getting no hits from this database, at least not so far. Great, so we didn't get any hits. Now, if you were getting lots of hits and you wanted to do so, you could always modify this simple little one-liner command script, and you could expand that date time value as well, but we're not going to bother to do that. We're just going to keep it simple because we already know how to convert these values. Notice that the timestamps here are all sequential, and the reason for that is no one else has submitted these files. Well, that's all for this video. As always, if you're enjoying these videos here at Pen Tester Academy, please tell a friend. We'll see you soon.